January is not a reset. January is an invitation to arrive. Welcome everyone to the very first episode of Feminine Flow Fridays. My name is Banka Shotomi. I am here to talk about a topic that I think no one really speaks about, which is around how we start the new year. And one of the things I want to speak to is going to feel like a disruptor, because I've just made the statement that January is not a reset. January is an arrival. And what do I mean by that? I'm going to get straight to the point, because I have come to observe something in the years that I have grown to understand more and more about the importance of living from a feminine embodied space, is that there is a difference between pursuing your goals, pursuing your dreams from the energy of survival. And what I want to speak to today about is how so many of us have started the new year in a fight, flight, fright, or fawn energy. In other words, the nervous system in our internal world has not yet arrived into the newness of the year. I'm going to try and make myself as clear as possible, but essentially, in the world that I work in, which is around feminine energy, how we can lead our lives from a place of more feminine ease and grace, I have come to learn certain concepts around what makes a woman navigate her life in a more feminine and easeful way versus how she lives her life in the masculine driven way. And as a result of that journey, I have learned about the nervous system being a very huge component on the journey of becoming a woman who is embodied in her feminine energy. The nervous system is responsible for our survival mode, which is where if we are in a threat, we're going to fight, we're going to freeze, we're going to run, or we're going to fawn, which is we're going to pretend. And many women exist in that world subconsciously, where our nervous system is always on heightened tension. We are always on alert. We are always on edge. We are always somehow just not at ease. And I began to think about how over the few years, my relationship with the new year has really, really changed. I used to be one of those people who, at the final day of the year, New Year's Eve, I'm going onto the roads packed with traffic, trying to get into church that is packed and you can't get any seats and you're standing up and there's just so much kerfuffle happening around. And a few years ago, I remember distinctly waking up thinking, I'm not going to do that this year. And I realized that process was a process that induced a lot of stress within me. Just the process of trying to get to church early so I could get a seat, trying to get past the traffic because everybody else at the end of the year is wanting to go to church, coming out of church and waiting forever to come out of the car park because there's so many people leaving church, not getting home until about 1, 2, 3 a.m., feeling exhausted on the first day of the year, made me feel like, this is actually not how I want to start my new year. I want to start my new year settled. I want to start my new year calm. I want to start my new year recalibrated. I want to start my new year with my nervous system feeling like there is nothing to be on edge about. There is nothing to be alert about. And I'm starting my new year with a sense of calmness. And so for the last few years, I haven't done the whole New Year's Eve watch night service thing. On New Year's Day, my phone is off, bang on at 12 midnight. So people sending me messages, my alarm going, my phone beeping up, all of those things. I decided I don't want to be part of that energy anymore. And I'm not saying that's bad. I'm not, this is not to knock those who have that experience. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But what I noticed for myself was that the way I was coming into the new year did not feel like a reset, did not feel like a calibration, did not feel calm, did not feel easeful. And when I got to understand that, it also made me realize that, well, if I'm not starting and entering the new year with that sense of calmness, my nervous system doesn't have time to arrive into a sense of safety to move me through the remainder of the year. So the goals that I'm setting at the start of the year, the things that I'm trying to achieve at the start of the year, I'm realizing that actually this isn't working for me. My system is not calibrated or calm enough for me to actually feel this is a goal I'm going to sustain. Why am I sharing this today? I'm sharing this so that we as women can come to really understand the importance of being in tune with our bodies, the importance of being in tune with the way in which our nervous system is regulated, so that we become women who make decisions, we become women who set goals, we become women who move through life from that place of embodied ease. And so the Feminine Flow Fridays is an opportunity for me to share different concepts around the world of femininity, not in the way that we see on TikTok and Instagram and other social media platforms where it's only really focused around the aesthetic elements of being a feminine woman. I come from the perspective, and indeed this is what the Mega Woman community is all about. We come from the perspective of helping us to understand the deeper realms of what it means to be feminine, the deeper realms of what femininity means. And oftentimes femininity is not only about how we are showing up externally. That's absolutely a part that femininity has, but more importantly, it's about how are we having an internal relationship with ourselves that allows us to break free from masculine paradigms and embody more feminine paradigms. And this is just really the first of many episodes that I will be coming live to do. One of the reasons why I have chosen to just go live is because I want to become a lot more visible on this platform. And I'll tell you the truth, ladies. Honestly, being here right now, there's a part of me that's thinking, I don't know what I'm talking about. I haven't really got a theme that I'm sharing. There are lots of negative things happening right now in my mind, but at the same time, because I have done the internal work of calibrating my nervous system, of allowing my nervous system to know that it is safe to show up even when you are not perfect, I am moving through some of those internal narratives that is happening. And so I'm going to make this a quick session because I really just wanted to honor my word to say I was going to go live today. I've just had a really, really long week and I'm so exhausted, but I wanted to not miss the opportunity to honor my word so that I let my body know, I let myself know that I'm capable of showing up for myself. I'm capable of showing up for my community. It feels safe to show up just as I am, even with my tiredness, my imperfection, and everything else. And this is what it means to be a woman who is embodied. This is what it means to be a woman who is living from that place of her nervous system regulating her, living from that place of her being in an intentional decision-making capacity where she doesn't allow herself to just do things out of survival mode, but she allows herself to calibrate first and then step into an empowered mode. So I'm going to stop here. I would love to invite you to join me every Friday at 8 p.m. GMT time for various episodes of Feminine Flow Fridays. This is just a snippet of what you can expect, and we will be diving deeper into conversations around what does it mean to live from a place of feminine embodiment and how to bring that into our practical day-to-day living. So that's all I'm going to share with you all today. Thank you so much for joining. And stay tuned for more episodes every week from next week. Thank you.